shut it off just right too. Good morning. Good morning to you. Yeah. I hear you. Good morning. I feel the need for this today. Why do I feel the need for this today? But I'm going to wear it because, I don't know, feel the need for it. Maybe. Good morning. See if I can get this to work. And I did. Okay. All right. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's having a wonderful morning. Mm. Yum. What is that? Oh, okay. Look at me. What is it I'm drinking? I have no idea. But it just wasn't as bad as I anticipated. So good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So this morning, I'll put that in my pocket. Hit the ground running. And I have a problem with I can't get my webpage to transfer over. I don't know anything about like CNAMEs and DNS, and I don't have to know this stuff. We're going to have to pay somebody to do it. It's very annoying. It's very, very annoying. I'm drinking my breakfast. Okay. Good morning, Brittany Love. Good morning, MJ Gill. Good morning, Sandy Swank. I have a function thing over here going on. There we go. Okay. So I wanted to talk this morning about Happy Good Friday. It is Good Friday. Happy Good Friday. What are you guys doing for Easter? Some people celebrate and some people don't, whatever. And, I think for our family, Easter has transmuted throughout the time, but it's still a great time to be able to come together and celebrate just everything. Oh my God, spring, right? So we have our turkeys are still in the freezer. We have 5 turkeys in the freezer. So I'm like, do we get more turkeys this year? I'm like, no. But we decided not to use the turkeys, and we like to fish. So the boat's getting put in, and we're gonna have a fish fry. We're gonna have a perch fry at our house, and that's what we're gonna do for Easter. So I think that's gonna be, first of all, yummy, and then a lot of fun to gather with everybody. Lisa, could I ask you something? Brittany, what is it? But today I want to talk about how good morrow, Jansen. I am in the process of transferring your files right now. Jansen, it is a 2-hour endeavor. Oh, Jansen didn't know we weren't having turkey. Jansen, are you still coming over? I decided that, let's fry some perch instead. We gotta get them out of the freezer so we can, although the turkeys are the same, but since we're going to start fishing again, we're not getting any more turkeys. So there we go. That's what we're doing. So this morning I kind of want to talk about, let me share a little bit, because Facebook has made it impossible, and I mean it, impossible. We can't do it anymore. For us to, like around 3, Jansen, but you guys are welcome to come over earlier. Facebook has made it so we cannot. Yep. So we can't share to our groups anymore. So I'm just going to share to my group here real quickly. Just so I'm covering all my bases. Let's see. Mystical Moon, Student Universe, and Development. How many can I share to? Something tells me if I share it to Defiance Ohio's public page, they'll get upset with me. It is a thing, isn't it? Late workers' light fees. Okay. So I'm in the process of. That's fine. There we go. That's good. I'm in the process of setting up all the things that we're going to do in Sedona, and it's a lot of fun trying to figure out what we're going to do because it's kind of a free for all. Anyways, but anyways, today I want to talk about how do you guys communicate? Let's have a dialogue real quick. How do you guys communicate with your guides? Like, how do you guys communicate with the other side? How do you bring in guidance? And it's kind of a trick question. It's kind of a trick question, because I know some people's answers already. I mean, not because I'm like psychic, like woo, but like because there's a general answer. How do you work with your guides? See, it's like class all over again. Hmm. I find it difficult. To just get on and do readings. I want to talk. I want to talk about how we all work, what we're interested in, what kind of rabbit hole can we go down, what can we find more information about, all those things. So let's do it. And I lose people on this, so I can see how many people are on the feed. This also kind of works through the people that are just here for a reading. I want people that are wanting to commute, build a community, not commute, but build a community and be part of something, right? So yeah, if you're here for just but am I going to get a call or a text today or anytime this weekend? I'm going to say right out the gate, no, Brittany. That's the first word that comes to my brain. But if there are people that have been here, I've seen them on here. It's a different story. We know you're here. We know you're here for the community stuff, right? And we all have a dialogue. We all have a discussion on the side. But how do you guys communicate with your guides? These always make me nervous because I can't see the bottom of them. Like I can't see in them. And I'm like, there's something there. You talk to them. But how do you talk to them, Jansen? Do you talk to them like this? Do you talk to them in dream state? Do you talk to them in journal? There's a lot of different ways that we can work with our guides that we may not be even paying attention to. I usually talk and ask for signs to know if it's them. I've struggled since my daughter passed. I'm absolutely sure, Sandy, and feel far away because I felt too far away lately because of the grief. Grief is, and nobody can tell you how to do it. Grief is so singular to each individual that there is no guidebook. There's only how our soul deals with it. So you have to take all that time, right? You talk to your guides through dreams. That's a great way to do it. Absolutely. Because we can create that system. Becky Fox. Whoop, whoop, hi. I verbally, mentally, energetically journal. So you check all the boxes. Good for you. Good for you. You know that there's people that don't check any boxes. They don't, they're muggles. And they don't understand that we have that connection, that we can do that. And that there's so many ways for us to work with the other side that it's good. Good morning, Donna Culverhouse. How are you? That there's so many ways that we can communicate with spirit that we just don't know it when we're not awake, right? You try. You're doing great. Atta girl. So the more we become aware, and I believe that everybody on the planet right now has been put here for a purpose. They've come here for a purpose, right? To learn the hard shit. But the more we become aware, the more in touch we are, the more we can feel the other side. It just is a matter of reaching out. We need to reach out first. You guys know that? Because it's not their job. Good morning. It's not their job to interfere with what we have going on. So when we go, oh my God, I need help, that is when they start to come in. So many times I've had dreams that have come true, precog. I always know when they are different from spirit because they're different from normal dreams. Precog, you know, precog, it is, yes, we have to initiate. It's really funny because non-match people think that that's what being an intuitive is, like just knowing the future. And it's really, really funny because when I get people come in and sit down for a reading, they just assume, Sandra Snell, good morning. How are you? Um, and you've heard them. Yeah, that's there's so many different ways. But when you have people sit down for a reading, they think, my father even thought this. Bill from Texas, he thought that I knew everything about him. Like he's like, don't look into my stuff. And I'm like, the hell do you think I do? So the precog thing, I don't know that I would want that. I am not precog. There are some things that I don't do well and I'm happy about, you know, and precog is one of them. But my mother-in-law is very precog. She's predicted. No, I'm precog with the earthquakes. But she's predicted when she was very young. She predicted a military flight that was going to crash in her backyard. It scared the crap out of her parents because it happened like 2 weeks later. Mm. But that's awesome. That's awesome. So there's so many different ways for us to do it, and so this is my today reminding you: talk to spirit. Talk to spirit. Ask for communication. Ask for help. Ask for something new. Ask for something new than what you already have been asking for. Sometimes we just need to hear the, hey, maybe it's time to branch off and do something new. Maybe it's time to create a new level of connection, or maybe even ask for a new guide. You can do that. Yeah, you've had dreams. Patrick Lewis, good morning. You can do that. You guys, you can ask for a guide for whatever you need a guide for. Back when we first started, Sam asked for a financial guide. And I actually have a drawing of his financial guide that I was sitting there talking to him one day, and this individual popped into my consciousness and it was like, hey. And I was like, okay. But he's a cute little accountant looking dude, and they're going to present themselves in the way that's going to work best for us. So this is your reminder. Feel spectacular today. Do something different. Ask for more guidance. Isis, how are you? I miss you. I was thinking about you the other day. Well, I'm thinking about like yesterday. So reach out, do something new, and create some new connection. Mm-hmm. This is me online before I have to go to work. I work all day today. So I was like, if I'm going to do this today, I better do it now. So it's earlier than what are you doing up, Isis? What's wrong? Why are you up so early? It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, so can I get a whoop whoop in the room, and can everybody share to a group, a stream? Just click the share button, invite a friend, blah, 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 all the things, right? All the obligatory things I have to say. If you go to my webpage, it's not functioning because I don't know how to do it. I had to hire somebody to fix my webpage to transfer it. I don't know why it didn't work. Thank you, Julie. This is my lazy hair. It took like 30 seconds. I'm so lazy when it comes to my hair. But that's the way I get it cut. I mean, I'll tell you what, a razor cut is my thing. If I get a haircut and it's a razor cut, it's always turned out great. Mm. Okay. All right. Woo, woo. All right. This is for Donna Culverhouse. Oh, Donna. Oh, Donna. We watched a movie yesterday, and I recommended it. It wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad movie. I think it was Life or Something Like It. That's the name of it. Life or Something Like It. And it had a young Angelina Jolie in it. And I can't remember the guy's name that played Monk for the life of me. I know it, but I can't remember it. Good movie, you guys. And she was faced with the possibility of death. It really was, you know, a good movie. I was beginning to think it was going to be like something like What Dreams May Come. And I was like, oh my God, how do we end up watching these things in the evening? But we were talking about that. We were laughing about that last night. Because Sam and I are so close, and everybody in the membership was like, you guys need to watch What Dreams May Come with Robin Williams. So we sat down one night to watch it and was bawling our eyes out by the end of it. And I'm like, I try not to watch movies like that, but it was a good movie last night. What, Life or Something Like It. Okay, this is for Donna. Donna, boom, ba-doom, Donna. Okay. We had, no, you guys don't care about our ducks. We had 2 ducks missing. I thought they were gone. Thought the eagle got them. But they walked into the barn last night like they owned the place like little gangsters. Look. Good morning, right? Everybody's like, watch What Dreams May Come. We were horrified. It was only because it was so late and I couldn't sleep after that. Okay, Donna. Oh, Donna's like, don't forget me. You're supposed to be reading for me. She knows. She knows. She's got to keep me on track. What they're talking about this morning, Donna, is you have to take the positive with the negative. You can't have one without the other. So even though some things may feel like they're like this, good morning, Christine Emerson. Uh, although some things feel as if they are a little bit of a trial, don't worry about it. And if you feel like you have, right there, you got it, right there, squirrel. I'm going to get a little squirrel. But if you feel like there's somebody in your circle that is not, Pam Stewart, good morning, that is not trustworthy, please don't waste your time. Please don't waste your time with them. Don't waste your time, your energy, your thought. And you don't have to be mean. You can just step away. But don't do the same thing over and over and over again because you have before, right? Because it's your pattern. You don't have to trust somebody, or don't have to put your trust in somebody that is notoriously unreliable. Okay? It doesn't matter if they're a family member or not, by the way. So let's play that. History, repeating, blah, blah. And you, I like this. Oh, that's funny. It's reinforced as well. My guide comes up and goes, money, 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 money. So even the tarot is going, hey, you have some money coming in. Something new's coming your way. So just know, I'm not saying the lottery. I never tell anybody go play the lottery. But they're saying, hey, some new money's coming your way. And it directly is because you've gone through some trials and tribulations. All right. So that's going to be coming in your way, and just anticipate that. Already visualize that money in your hand, and there it goes. And whatever it is that's made you feel icky in the last little bit of time, you have to let that shit go and bring yourself back to balance. I think you've been out of balance for a while. I think you've been riding a roller coaster for a while, and it's time to put your foot out and stop the ride. Put the foot out and stop the ride, because not anybody else is going to do that for you. Good morning, divine timing. Good morning, flowers. So you have to put your foot down. Good, 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 because it's now is the time for balance. Now is the time for balance for you, and just, you know how to do it. First of all, watch The Secret. I'll say it again. Watch The Secret and allow things to come back to balance, and then you watch. Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Unicorn farts and. Okay, I hope that's all. Thank you, Lori. This is how I used to wear my hair all the time. Everybody's like, I love your hair. I got a haircut. Um, it's just easy. I have something we'll show soon in the private group. Can't share it right this minute. Thank you guys. I needed this. Awesome. So if you are guys were in the membership, private group is still there. I will not take down the private group. That is, and you guys are welcome to invite people that you want to invite into the group. I'm not opening it up for every Tom, Dick, and Harry, but you guys are welcome to invite who you want to the group and make it your own. We're not going to shut that down. All right. Can I get a whoop whoop? Can I get a whoop whoop? Can I get a witness? Ooh. I'm waiting to see who this is for. It's for Isis. Isis. Breathe deeper. It's your throat. It's your throat chakra, Isis. It's your throat chakra. You need to exercise it a little bit more. I feel like there's some things to say that are not being said, and it's not in a bad way. It's just you need to be talking more. You need to be putting out some. Can I get a witness? You need to be expressing yourself freely and with joy. And I just feel like, let it out. Let it out. And the card I pulled for you is about loving and allowing love to flow freely. Good morning. Hi, Meredith. Okay. Oh, I have no idea how this works, flowers. Look at me, I'm like, okay. Thank you. Where were you? I saw something. So I'm going to assume that's what you want to know about. Interesting. Interesting. Yep. Eat some blueberries, Isis. So here's what I'm going to say about flowers. Here's what I'm going to say about your house that you've applied for. Are you sure you want it? That's my first thought here. Are you sure you want it? Because it's the weirdest thing. If I were to take, and they show it to me as a 2x4, if I had a 2x4, I feel like this. Like it is not quite aligned, or it's cracked, or it's got a problem, or that's exactly, it's like for me, it's like somebody cut it on an angle and then shifted it so it wasn't correct. And even the cards are like, there's some things you're not seeing. There's some things you're not aware of. Is it the right time? Is the right place for you? Is it the right circumstance? There's something you're not seeing about the whole situation of moving or the situation on this home. There's something that's off kilter, and you need to look into it a little bit more. It's yeah. Jansen says, make sure it's the foundation it's going to be the foundation you're looking for, whether that's in life or actually physically in the home. There's something there that is off kilter and not quite right. So I'm going to say, even if, right, because they're not saying no, but they're saying something's not right. Yeah, they're saying something's not right. So make sure that it's actually what you want to do. And then if they come back with the approval, do your due diligence. Any kind of inspection you can get it. And I even want to say, if you're buying it, make sure you check the sewage lines, but stuff like that. And I'm just telling you, I believe there's something amiss. I believe there's something. You have a viewing next week. I really don't want to move that far, but I'm homeless and need somewhere. I understand that. Yeah. Good morning, Inga. Good morning, my husband. Just make sure that it's not going to cost you more money in the long run to take something sudden. That's the way I'm going to put that. Yep. You're just renting. You're just renting it. Something is amiss. Something is amiss. Something's amiss. Make sure it's the perfect place for you. Okay? But something is, there's something that you're not seeing, whether it's in the person you're renting from or just something's not right with the whole situation. Just look at it close. Okay? Go in prepared. Because they're not saying no. That's the thing. They're not saying no. They just say, be prepared. Be prepared and look at it from all angles. And if one thing's not right for you, then don't do it. Something will come up. If you don't take this, what I mean, something else will come up. Okay. Can I get a whoop whoop? Let's move on. I am so surprised that the spawnling upstairs, that's 35, hasn't come down and said, hey, you want to do breakfast? Yeah, Meredith says, check into landlord. Oops, hold on. My feed took off. Check into landlord, the property, environment matters, and unfortunately, when you're desperate, shitty people come flocking. This is true. This is true. Gina? Let's see. Yeah. Let's go with Keely. Keely, how are you this afternoon? I think it's afternoon for you, right? Mr. Fry will be on tomorrow with Chris. They're going to be talking about crystals at 10 o'clock Scottish time, so I think that's 5 o'clock. I don't know. I have to look at it. He's sleeping in. No, I hear him like a large varmint running around upstairs. I hear him, but I have not seen him this morning. Okay, here we go. Keely, interesting. You're okay-ish. I want to talk about creating a higher vibration for you. It is almost as if, hi Cyan, it's almost as if one half of your body or one half of your energetic field is offset. It's like two halves of one whole. One is higher vibrating and the little varmint. He's a varmint. One is higher vibrating and the other is having a hard time catching up. Keely, does this make sense? It's like extreme highs and lows. Are you having some extreme highs and lows? And are you having some odd dreams? Like maybe not sleeping as well as you should? I'm going somewhere with this. I really, really am. But I want to make sure that I'm on the right track. I have a lot. I have had that all my life. Emily Kent, good morning. Um, so I want to talk about the activity you have at night where you're not getting the correct amount of REM sleep. Um, and I could almost step off into some really weird shit here and be like, hey, how do you feel about extraterrestrials? Because I feel like you have extraterrestrial. So, how to put this? I feel like your past lives, you've had closer extraterrestrial lifetimes than most people. So, like, most people have been coming to Earth for, hundreds or even 1,000 plus lifetimes as reincarnating from human to human to human. But I feel like your energy has reincarnated from like maybe 10 lifetimes ago you were extraterrestrial and now you decided to jump in on the human train and you're doing the human reincarnations now. So you're kind of late to the game on the human aspect of things, and it makes it's hard for your soul to bring down its and level out. I know this sounds really weird, you guys. But I'm giving you what I got here. It's hard for your soul to quantify that. It's struggling with that. It's struggling with that, and it just creates some extreme highs and lows for you. With I think you get a lot of information overnight, and it just is in your energetic field, and it's hard to shake loose to go out through the course of the day, working in a human aspect. And I hope that doesn't sound too crazy. Because I'm just putting out across what I'm given. But they're like, I can hear this really high vibrating, non terrestrial type of energy that is in there. And doesn't it sound really interesting? We think just because we're humans that we incarnate as humans, consistently, boom, 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 boom. But not everybody has been doing the same thing on a soul level. So we have to consider that there are different aspects of our soul that surface, because this is when we do our spiritual work, right? In the middle of the night, in that theta brain wave, when we're in that delta, we're really down, dug in like a tick. And that's when our soul's doing the work. Well, if our soul is still vibrating really high off that extraterrestrial energy, and it's trying to quantify this human meat suit still, right? It causes this disruption. Always feel like I'm not from here. Right. Right. It's a thing. It's a real thing. Um, so what I'm going to suggest for you is sitting down, closing your eyes, and sinking into the planet. This is going to sound a little strange, and it's totally guided. I have no idea what I'm going to say yet, but I would love for you to. Oh, I understand. Thank you. Okay. I would love for you to take and I'm not saying meditate, because a lot of people think of meditation and they're like, oh, that's really difficult. So we're going to talk about it a little bit differently. I would love you to be able to just sit in a chair one afternoon and close your eyes and just bring yourself down. Bring your energy down and feel your feet growing into the ground. Take some roots into the ground and just kind of drop your awareness down, 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 and take it into the earth. Now, when you get down there, I want you to find some comfortable place to sleep. I have no idea what we're doing here. Find some comfortable place to sleep. I know that when I am doing this, I find a pod in the earth to kind of just nestle into, almost fetal position, and then that's where I will go for communication, I know. Shamanic journey is going to work much better for you, Keely, than traditional meditation, because you have this in your energetic field. It helps. That theta brainwave will just help you drop a brainwave level down. Okay, but find some place to take a nap within the planet. I know it sounds weird, but that's what they want you to do. You need to find some balance, and that's going to help balance you. When I do shamanic journey work, if I am taking a break when I'm in mid-session, I have a healing pod under my sacred tree, and I will go underneath there, and I will meditate within my meditation, down under the earth. So that's really what they want you to do. They want you to find some balance for yourself, and kind of find this pod for yourself. It's like a seed. It's like a seed curling down into the earth and just regenerating. You need that. You need to find that, because that's a deeper. They're saying that's a deeper soul healing than just om. And we can, I'm not slamming anybody that ohms, but I'm not able to do it. My brain goes squirrel, and I'm off. So don't think of it as meditation. Think of it as closing your eyes for a minute and just visualize, run it like a movie, and find a nice comfortable spot to curl into. Could be a crystal, it could be a seed, it could be just a pocket. And try that and see if you can get yourself some balance, because you really need some balance. It's exhausting not being balanced. You're also a very clear audience, so pay attention to your internal dialogue. If you're talking to yourself a little too harshly, please pay attention. Are you saying me and I, or you and we when you talk to yourself? If you say me and I, you're talking to yourself. If you say you and we, you're talking to somebody else. Okay. The wind just shifted our whole house. Like, I don't know if you guys could hear the crack. It's gonna get windy here today. Okay. I hope that's helpful. Oh yeah, as we were talking, grief disrupts a lot of things. It really, really does. Um, I understand. I understand. Absolutely. Okay. What time is it? All right. All right, everybody. There we are. I have to go to work now. Muggling. Actually, it's not. The shop's a lot of fun. I think I'm going to do a 3 for 1 or 3 for 15 sage sale today. So if you guys need to stock up on sage, you'll be able to do it online as well. So I will put a code out for that as soon as I get to work. And we do ship. So, all right, everybody, have a wonderful day. Find light, find love, find joy. Feel divine, because you are. And if Mr. Fry were here with me in person, he would say, may the light be with you always. Randy, I just missed you. Enjoy your day, you guys. Find a reason to be somebody's smile. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.